if you go to module 2, okay, and you scroll all the way down, okay, you're going to view, you're going to watch this video here, structural steel frame, anatomy, and process. So after watching that video, you're going to go back and you're going to take the video, okay, the video quiz, which is in the table of contents. Quiz is right here. And you're going to take, you're going to take this quiz here, module 2, commercial framing plan. Okay, so you need to do that. But what we're going to do right now, we're going to work on the foundation plan, and then after we finish the foundation plan, you can take this video quiz here. Okay, so let's get started.
Just a minute. Is the is the framing plan, is it supposed to have been turned in by now?
Yes.
Sorry about that.
Well, actually, no. I gave you an extension, right?
Okay.
Because I know I did that because some of you were having so many problems. Okay. So according to my extension, I set that out in an announcement, Louis. According to my, right, you saw that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what's your extension date? Okay, so I'm sure when you look at that announcement, you discover what it is. All right, so what we're going to do now, we're going to go to module 3.
Okay, so it's
okay.
It was 8:30 this morning.
Okay, all right. So module 3. All right. So here's what you need to do in AutoCAD. You need to start a new drawing using the architectural structural template. That's what you need to do right now. Start a new drawing. Okay, start a new drawing using your architectural structural template, and then what you need to do then is open up the commercial framing plan.
And open that?
Yep, open the commercial framing plan, please. So you're going to have a new drawing that you started, and you're going to open up your existing commercial framing plan.
With the commercial framing plan, when you said if we want to resubmit, we do all that at the end of the semester?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, that's what I said.
I'm sorry, I'm the third time it won't let me open AutoCAD architecture, so I'm just gonna have to go to the, yeah, it won't let me open it again. I'm gonna have to go to the help center again and tell them that what they're doing isn't helping.
Okay.
Yeah. Just a minute.
Okay. All right, so you should have your new drawing and the commercial framing plan open. Now, what we're going to be doing, we're going to be using portions of the work that we completed in the commercial framing plan to actually create the foundation plan. Okay. So let's look at the sample drawing together. So I'm going to go to module 3 now. I'm already there, and I'm going to open up the sample drawing. Okay. You're going to creating this foundation plan. And this particular foundation plan is called a slab on grade. So when you look at the plan itself, let me just enlarge it just a little bit. There we go.
You're not sharing right now.
Oh, I'm not sharing yet. Okay, let me share. Thought I was okay. So now I'm sharing, right? Everybody can see it. Okay. So what we're looking at, this particular type of foundation is called a slab on grade. Now, when we look at this section here, this is a section through the foundation. Okay. This actually is a concrete slab. That's why it's called slab on grade. And it's applied directly to the earth. Okay. So this is section A right here. This is section A. So we have a slab on grade that has what's called a haunched foundation. His slab on grade, and then it turns down below grade to form the foundation at the edge of the slab. So in plan, what you're looking at, you're looking at right here, this hard line here, right there. That's the perimeter, as I followed around. This is the perimeter of the slab on grade. That's what you're looking at. That continuous line, which is and here it is in section. And then these two dotted lines represents the thickness of the foundation, which is here. And you see how this slab on grade then turns into this foundation and it extends below grade. And that foundation has a 1 foot thickness. And that's what you're seeing here, okay? This dotted line here is the edge of this foundation here below grade. And this dotted line here is this line of the turned down foundation on grade, okay? Now, from the other sections, we know that these columns here, these two steel columns are being supported on a base plate, and then that base plate is supported by this footing. We drew that in sections A and B. All right, so since they are below grade, right, the base plate and the footing are shown with hidden lines. Okay. the column is still shown as a solid line because it extends upward from, okay? So here's how you're gonna get started. This is why you open up the commercial framing plan, because here's what you're gonna do. You can follow the instructions. The instructions for module 3 kind of guides you through this, but I'm just telling you right now, okay? You're going to use the clipboard and you're going to copy the column reference bubbles, the grid, okay, column reference bubbles, and the grid from the framing plan. And you're going to copy it using a base point. And when it asks you for the base point, you're going to choose 0, 0, 0. Okay? And then you're going to paste it into model space of the foundation plan at also absolute coordinate 0, 0. And then you're going to copy the plan detail that you created in the framing plan. You're going to do the same thing. You use a clipboard. When it asks you for your copy point, it's going to be your base point. It's going to be 0, 0, and then you're going to paste it into the foundation plan. Just one of them. Footing, the base plate, and the column. And then through properties, we're going to change the base plate and the footing to be hidden lines. Okay, so let's go back to. All right, so let me share this with you.
Are we copying the dimensions too?
No, I guess we could. I guess we, let me look at the sample.
I mean,
Yes, you might as well. Yeah, just copy just copy the dimensions as well, okay? So you're going to be copying the column grid, the column reference bubbles, okay, and the dimensions. We'll start there. Okay, so I think I've given you enough to go ahead and get started. Okay, so why don't you go and get started on that, and then we'll talk further. Okay, as you can see, I have copied over the grid, the dimensions here. I've gotten rid of some of the dimensions that I don't need, right? Because those were dimensioning the extensions of the S members and the channel shapes, okay? So I deleted the dimensions that I did not need, okay? Through properties, I've changed the individual line type of the base plate and the footing outline to a hidden line individually. I didn't change the layer up here. I changed it individually. So I selected it, okay? Right click, and I went to properties, and I changed it here. And I did a similar thing for the outline of the footing as well, okay? But I didn't change the layer itself. So now I can go ahead and just copy all of these 3 items to those intersections, okay? So I'm going to select my objects to copy. It's asking me for my base point. I'm going to choose an intersection here. So I'm going to copy it from here. here, here. Turn my F8 off so I can come down. Okay. And I'm copying it to here, 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 and here. Okay, just get out of that. Good. So now I've copied the columns with the associative base plates and footing outlines to the intersections of my column grids. And again, the base plate and the footing are hidden lines because they're actually below the slab that we're about to draw in a few minutes. And those two that I deleted the bolts for the base plate. I deleted those.
Now, you have the footing on some yellow layer. Should ours still be on?
No. I guess no. I think yours should be on the magenta layer, right?
Yeah. And then our column should be yellow on a yellow
Yes.
column.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, sure.
Okay, so now you can see I have added, that is, the perimeter of the concrete slab on grade here. Okay, it being 2 feet 5 inches from column line 1 to this side, 2 feet 5 inches from column line 3 to this side. Okay, and 3 feet 5 inches from column line A to that side, and again 3 foot 5 from column line C to that edge. Okay. Now we're going to show the footing. We're going to show the footing. So let me just stop sharing this for a second and see if I can go back to where I need to be. Good. So now we're about to show this footing. This footing below grade is 1 foot wide, and from the edge of the slab that we have drawn right here to this side of the footing, that's a dimension of 4 inches. Okay, so that's an easy task to do that.
And that's on what layer?
I'm going to show you that in a few minutes. Yep, I'm getting ready to share it with you right now. Okay.
Oh.
Ready to share. Good. All right. So now we're gonna keep the footing on the same layer as the concrete slab. We're just going to change just going to change the line type. So what I'm going to do, since this is a polyline, good. So I'm going to offset that by 4 inches. Keep it on the same layer. Okay, I'm going to offset that by 4 inches. Good. And then I'm just going to go through, I'm going to select it. Whoops. I'm going to select it and right click and go to properties. And I'm going to change the line type to hitting 2. There we go. Good. All right, so that's the edge of the footing below grade. We know the thickness of the footing itself is 1 foot. So right click, offset. Okay, change it now to one foot. I'm gonna offset. To the inside, there it is. So to answer your question, I just kept it on the same layer as the footing, as the foundation footing, same layer.
Or not as the concrete.
Yes. I kept it on the same layer as the S concrete.
As slab concrete.
Yes, I kept it on the same layer. Yep. I kept it on the same layer.
And then just changed it to hidden.
Yeah, and just changed it to hidden through properties. Because the color magenta is establishing the weight of the line. So I do want all the foundation lines to have the same weight. So I could do that.
All right, I'm back.
Okay, so after you do that, you need to change your annotation scale down here to 1/4 of an inch, right? And go ahead and dimension the foundation plan using the sample drawing as reference. Because it is a little different, all right? So,
Your screen sharing is still loading on my.
okay, still loading, by the way. Wow.
Yeah. So I can't see anything.
Okay. Let's see what's going on with that. Can you see it now?
Yes.
Okay. So where are you in the process?
I'm about to do that. Like.
Okay.
So I had to step out. A customer came and picked up their car.
Okay.
To
This is too funny.
yeah, do are there instructions for these offset, looks like hidden lines around the foundation?
I just covered that.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's good. I just covered that. Look at the sample drawing, please.
I'm looking at it, yeah.
Okay, good. So now, you can see my screen.
Yes, sir.
This edge of slab here,
Mhm.
when you look at the sample drawing, from column line 1 to the edge of the slab here is 2 feet 5 inches.
Correct, yeah.
Okay, and it's 2 feet 5 inches from 3 to there, right?
Hmm.
I think I'm answering your question. I hope I am. And then from go back up to column line A.
Yeah, I have the actual like the solid line drawn.
Yes.
It's just the offsets for the other two like dashed
Okay.
lines.
Okay. Now,
Yeah.
now those dash lines. This is actually the edge of the footing below slab. Okay.
Oh.
Look at section A of the sample drawing.
Section A.
Of the sample drawing.
Yep. Oh, okay. So it's 4 inches.
Right. Right. So I guess off this edge of the footing is offset from the edge of the slab by 4 inches, and then I offset it this internal line from the outer line by a foot.
By 1 foot.
Yep.
Oh, okay, and that's the yeah.
You see it? Okay, cool.
What should it be? Should it be 8 inches?
No, sir. No, sir. Look.
It would be
Oh, from
eight.
the outer line. Got
It
you.
would be,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I understand now. I see what you
Okay,
mean.
cool.
Cool. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, and those were on the foundation footing layer, you said?
Just
slab concrete.
thank you.
Okay.
Lab.
All right, and after that, you said to change our
Now, go ahead and make your dimensions, right? Match the dimensions of the sample drawing.
okay. My line type, you got your line type scale a little bit bigger than the drawing. Should we make ours match yours or the drawing? Like especially on the grid?
Match mine.
Like they got their match
It's-
yours, all right, because your dash lines are a little bigger, a lot.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'll change it.
So I'm sorry. For the edges, this is going to be on the S, or what is it? Is it the new layer we're creating?
Yes.
For the,
If you can
slab
see my
comp?
screen now,
Yep.
we made a new layer, S slab concrete, and that's
Okay.
that's where you're going to put the concrete slab on.
Cool.
Okay.
And
then when
that's a different layer from the actual. We're gonna still use the foundation layer for the columns, right?
for the columns, not for the columns.
Yeah, for the I'm sorry, for like uh
The footings.
the footings, yeah.
Now, here's what I did. It really doesn't make any too much of a difference here because what's establishing the weight of these lines is the color. So
Gotcha.
I want the edge of the slab to be magenta.
Mhm.
Then you notice all the footings are also magenta. Okay.
Gotcha.
To answer your question, just offset the edge of the slab by 4 inches here, and just use properties and change the line type to hidden two.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, as you can see from my screen, what I've done, I've added the dimensions here. And let's go to the home tab. You see, I placed it on S anode DIMS layer. Okay, so I placed these dimensions to match those of the sample drawing. All right. Okay. And we might as well go ahead and put in the section marks as well. Okay, so what I can do, I can go to the commercial framing plan, and I can right click and go to clipboard. And just let's see, let me copy with base point. Let's see what happens. Base point. And let's make the base point 0, 0, comma 0. And then I just want to select. You may have this other one down here. You might want to section or you might want to just copy that one as well. But I'm just going to copy the section mark here. Select these objects here. Okay. Right click, and then I'm going to go to my foundation plan, and I'm going to right click and go to clipboard. I'm going to go paste, and whoops. I'm going to go paste. Okay, and same insertion point 0, comma 0. Good, and it put it in, placed it right in the same place. Okay. You may want to manipulate it a little bit right here, right? Just to get this, smooth this up a little bit. And just move it a little bit higher. Good, so it looks good. Okay, so let's check the bottom. The bottom's okay. So that's the way that you can copy the call outs from the framing plan to the foundation plan. But only provide the call outs that's provided on the sample drawing. So all we need is that main building section, okay, section A, and then we need that footing section that you're about to draw. That's the only two that we need. So I'll just go ahead and add that one again. Okay, let's go to tools up here. And actually, what I want to do, let's see what layer that, yep, when I copied them, they came in at the right layer. So as anode note, that's cool. Good. So I'm just going to go ahead and add the other one. Let's go to the content browser. Okay, let's go to Imperial documentation. Let's go to callouts. Let's go to section marks. Let's go to this one, A2T, insert it into the drawing. Cool. My annotation scale is 1/4, that's good. All right, so let's see. First point, I think should be here. Second point should be here. Okay, enter that. Okay. Okay, I'm looking the other way. Sheet number is S. numbers. Okay. So I'm just going to move this. Okay, I just added that one. And then I want to put it on the right layer. And put it on the note layer. Okay. All right, so I have the call outs done. Okay. And then I'm going to add this note here. I'm going to add the note. Okay, so I want to be on my notes layer. Yes, I know notes. Good. Okay, we're going to annotate, make sure the arch is my current layer. Yes, current textile, that is. Current textile. Multi-line text is what I'm going to choose. And come up here. Then I'm going to take it. What is this forward slab? Forwards. Forward slab on grade. Width. I'm gonna call out the reinforcing for the slab. Use this reinforcing. It's like a wire mesh. W2 by W2, which is the gauge of it. Okay. Okay, it's woven wire fabric. Okay. On on 4-inch drainage fill. Fill on compacted earth. Okay. 4-inch concrete slab with 6x6 W2 times W2 woven wire fabric on 4-inch drainage fill on compacted earth. Good. I just want to move that a little bit to get it more centered. That's good enough. Sigma drawing here. Okay, the last thing we need to do is to add these other notes here. Okay, I'm just going to add one. I've made I've made sure that my multi-leader style is arch, of course. Okay, good. All right, and I'm just going to add one note. You can add notes by now. I'll just add the one for the footing. Yes.
I'm yelling.
Somebody said before they couldn't put in a parentheses, but all you have to do is shift and go here to shift and use the parentheses that is at the letter 9. That's all you have to do. Okay, and then parentheses 0. There we go. Typical. All right, so I've added notes, and there are 2 other notes that you have to add. And I want you to note that when you add those other notes here, that you want to try to keep them in to be left justified, right? Keep them in line. It makes it look better. Okay, your next task should be as we look at the sample drawing is to draw this section as a separate drawing, as a separate drawing in model space. You are going to put the slab and the footing here, just put it on the S slab concrete layer. I'm just concerned that the color is magenta. Okay, so the slab here and the footing below, grade. Is going to be placed on the S slab concrete layer.
What layer do you want those 2 vertical hidden lines on?
Okay, let's put those on the, let's put them on the slab layer as well, okay?
Slab, gotcha.
Okay.
The ones
we're talking about these two lines here, which are denoting the brick veneer that
Okay.
these two lines right here. Just put them on the slab layer as well, concrete slab layer.
What's the command for that break line again? I forget.
Okay, just type in break line at the command line.
Break line? Okay. I was trying stuff like S break or I don't know.
Yeah, and put it on, in this case, I want it to be a thin line. So don't put it on the concrete slab layer. Let's just put it on the note layer. That'll be fine.
Notes. Gotcha.
Yeah, we're going to put the break line on the note layer in this case.
Understood. And then for those like where it says columns 1 and 2 and columns A and C, do you want those as notes or on the dimension layer?
Those are going to be dimensions, and I'm going to show you the command to, unless you already know how to write a dimension under a dimension line. You know how to do that?
I just I added a multi-line text.
No, I'll show you how to do it.
Okay.
So to answer your first question, it is a dimension. Okay.
Gotcha.
Okay. All right. I'll show you how to do that. Okay, as we look at the sample drawing, as I've already started to draw here in model space, the section A is a separate drawing, right? Separate drawing, and I put the slab and the footing on the S slab concrete layer, as well as these two lines denoting the brick veneer that we're not actually showing, okay? So all of these lines here are on the S concrete slab. This is a 45-degree angle here, okay? And from here to here is 8 inches, and from there to there is 8 inches, okay? Okay, from here to this corner here is 8 inches, 8 inches, all right? So when you connect those 2 points, you're gonna get this 45-degree angle, okay? Again, 8 inches by 8 inches. Now, of course, you see that I have created this section here, okay? The beginning of grade here, it's 8 inches below the slab, so it starts here. And I don't care what slope you provide here. Grade needs to slope away from the foundation wall for drainage purposes. And that's really code driven. So I just want you to show that it's sloped here. And of course, I put this line, you see this line here, it's actually on the S concrete layer, but I just changed the color to red through properties because I want the grade line to be the darkest line of the section. And red is our darkest line weight color, okay? I've added the center line and the column the column, reference column bubble there as well. This is still on the note layer, and this is still on the S grid layer. Okay, it's left blank because it's relative to two different column lines. When you look at the sample drawing, section A is along column C, and it's also along column 1. So we leave it blank when it references two column lines. Okay, and we're going to denote the dimensional differences in the dimensioning. Okay. Okay, when you start to add notes and dimensions to section A, which is drawn at 3/4 of an inch, here's what you need to do. Okay, when you go to your layer properties, you need to create another layer. Okay, I've already created this one for the notes. So all the notes for section A is going to be on the 0002 layer, and I'm going to come here and I'm going to create a new layer for my dimensions, and it's going to be S and O dims 0002. All right. So all of the annotation, all of the annotation for section A, be it a note or dimensions, are going to be on these two layers, 002, 0002. Okay, cool. And of course, before you start to do the annotation, you're going to change your annotation scale down here to 3/4 of an inch. So everything is wonderful. Right here, that's what you're going to do.
My ampersands look a little different.
I'm not going to worry about that.
Not going to worry about it.
Okay. Not at all.
Cool. Just wanted to make sure.
No problem. Okay, I'm going to do another. I'm going to do the next one too. Okay, so I'm illustrating how to write a dimension under a dimension line as a dimension. Okay, so I've already done this one, so I'm going to do the next one. Okay, so let's see where I want to start. Okay, I don't want it to cover up my dimension too much. Okay, so I'll start from the top. All right, so let's do a dimension. Okay. And actually, I'm gonna do this one over. Okay. Because let's see what this should be. It should be from the edge of the slab to here. Okay, so what I want to do, I want to move everything over by 1/2 of an inch, and then it'll be correct. Okay, so now let me just measure that. So it should be from the edge of the slab to here, should be 2.5. Yep, now it's right. Okay, cool. So now I'll do it again. So I want to go here and do, pardon me, a linear dimension, okay? So now what I want to do, I want to go from the edge of the slab, to here, okay? That should be 2.5. Good. Now it's right. Okay. So now that I have the dimension correct, so now I want to select the dimension. Okay. Select the dimension. Then right click and go to properties. Then I'm going to scroll down. Okay, until I get to text override right here. I'm going to left click inside that box. Then I'm going to retype in the dimension 2 feet dash 5 inches. Okay, now and then I have to key in this code. Okay, / uppercase X, no space, and just type in columns. Columns 1 and 3. Okay, let's go back over here and check that. Okay, we'll go ahead and enter that. There it is. Okay. So now I'm going to do the same thing here for the 3.5 dimension. So let's go back to a linear dimension here. Okay, let's go here, here, here. Then I'm going to bring it up. Good. I'm going to exit out. Okay, and then I'm going to select the dimension again. And I'm going to right click and go to properties. Scroll down to text override. There we go. But now in this case, I can't put the true measurement. I got to put 3 feet. That's 5 inches. Okay. / uppercase X, and then columns, space A and C. There it is. Okay. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yep. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
Okay. Now I'm in the paper space here. I'll just quickly set this up. All right. So now at the command line, I want you to type in this command: PSLT scale. PSLT scale.
Okay.
Okay, good. Now, What's the default setting?
1,
Okay, change it to 0.
0.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right. New value
Okay.
0.
Uh, activate the viewport
Okay. Like,
and
yeah,
and
select
then
it.
type and then type in regen, REGEN. Enter that.
Regenning layout. Okay. I didn't see any change, but I don't know if it didn't anything or not. Let me see. Yeah, it's not matching my model space at least.
It's still not matching?
No.
Okay.
Hold on, let me oh maybe hold on. I think I had to actually be like inside. Yeah, okay. I just had the viewport selected. Hold on, let me try this and this one.
Yeah, you need to activate the viewport inside of it.
Yep, okay, it worked. It worked.
Okay,
Cool.
there
Yep.
we go.
Cool.
All right.
Now just
So whenever that happens, what that does, that makes your LT scale in model space and your LT scale in paper space match.
match. Cool. Okay, and that's when it's set to 0.
Yes.
When it's set to 1, it means it's independent, right? It's just
Right.
a Boolean logic type of thing.
Right.
Gotcha.
Right.
Cool. Thank you. Thank you. Big help. 20.
So are you pretty much finished?
Yeah, I'm getting there.
Okay. Okay.
I'm wrapping everything up. I just wanted to double check my line types and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Should I share my screen when I'm done and you can kind of check it and see if I'm missing anything
Sure.
major?
Yes, but before you do that, I want you to go to D2L and compare your drawing to the rubric and compare it to the sample drawing.
Okay.
Pardon me. This section A that I created here in model space, I made this circle, this reference bubble here. I made it 9 inches in diameter. Okay, 9 inches in diameter. That makes it look better when you go to paper space and your report scale is 3/4 of an inch to a foot. Okay, so I made it 9 inches there. Of course, I'm here in paper space now, and I'm formatting. I'm having an issue here with my line type scale, but I'm going to do this individually. So I'm just changing this manually here. Okay. I activating the report and then going into the actual go match properties here. So that's looking better. Of course, I haven't added all of the hatching and all of that. Pardon me. But you can do that. I'm not concerned about that. So I just want to change my viewport here to its proper scale. 3/4 of an inch equals a foot. Good. Okay. I'm going to make sure that that the viewport is locked. Okay. I'm going to make sure this viewport is locked as well, right? I just select it and come down here, lock it. There we go. I got to make sure this viewport's on non-plot layer. So right now it's on the S and node layer, should not be there. Should be on depth points, which is my non-plottable layer. Okay. Right. And of course, you're going to add the main titles, pardon me, for the main titles here, foundation plan and section A. And of course, you have to add these general notes as well to paper space. All right, and of course, what you want to do, this is no longer the 24×36 title block. Okay, so this layout tab needs to be renamed to reflect the content of this drawing. So I'm just going to go here. I'm going to rename it to commercial foundation plan. Okay, good. Again, you always have to you should always rename that is the layout tab to reflect the content of the drawing, because you could have different layouts on in this particular drawing. You can have a plan, you can have a section, you can have, right? So that's what you have to do always. So I'm making that part of the rubric. Okay, so make sure you do that. So now I've done the dumb stuff, what I call the dumb stuff. Okay, that viewport has the proper scale and it's locked. Okay, proper scale and it's locked. Good. I've renamed my layout tab to commercial foundation plan. Then all I gotta do is add my main titles here. I'm sure you know how to do that from the last drawing, and change the title block. Make sure that the title block is accurate. You know, it's a block and you have to explode it to change the attributes, and that'll be that.